Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Maria and I am the trigger warning. Alright, if you're turning, hi guys, what's up? Interesting read. For those of you that are already part of the collective, you know there's always some sort of craziness going on. Those of you who are new, this is gathering energy for the Aries collective, okay? Because we just started Aries season, right? So like the last week leading up to Aries season, I started getting different decks. I was like, okay. So Aries, you guys, I feel like you're definitely charging forth. If that resonates with you and you're an Aries, maybe consider watching the video after this one. I have them here because I want you guys to set your intentions. If you are connected to an Aries, or if you yourself are an Aries or have it somewhere like your North Node, your sun sign, okay, moon and rising, but also Venus. Those always seem to be pretty, because I guess they're connections of those. How do I explain this? So it's like the connection of those energies, of those alignments that those planets in your chart have, those, that those houses have in your chart. There's some sort of significance to it, to the combination, to the energy that that specific soul combination has. So if that as well resonates with you, please add your energy to the Aries reading, and also add your energy and your focus at this time to this reading, because I do feel some of you are distracted, or you have a lot of distractions, or maybe you have a lot of things or people, people, places, things, whatever, pulling on your energy. So anyways, we're gonna go. It's gonna be a love read, so it doesn't matter if you're in love, okay? If you're seeking love, if you are just existing as love, right? Meaning you could be single, but you're open, you're exploring. I hope the music's not too loud. It feels like suddenly it just got really loud. My emphasis was called to it. There's absolutely something going on with ancient Egypt energy, okay, but also the ancient world, period, because I also got mandalas. There's something, but like there's some accounts on social medias where and even on YouTube, where they've animated them, right? And the shapes, and they've made entire videos with music and stuff to them. And some of them are actually really cool. So for some of you, I feel that there's something about that and either meditation or dance, because maybe it's like if there's like a video playing for some of you on a screen and there's stuff going on, it feels like you're more inclined to look at the video versus listen to it. And there's something about paying attention to the senses, but separating them at this time. Separating the thoughts from the emotions, separating the sights and things you see from the environment that you touch physically, right? Separating those at this time, separating what you smell from what you're tasting, right? When we eat food, we have the fragrance, the aroma of the food itself, but there's also the flavor, and there's the flavor within the flavor, because a dish is created from a combination, right? Variety is the spice of life. So when it comes to love, I like to leave my readings open, okay? Love does not like to be put into a cup or a bottle or a stuffed in a box, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't. What other, oh yes. What do I want to say? Lemuria. I always want to say, I don't know why, but I always want to say Lumeria, like lumer, light, right? The city of lights, which makes me think that maybe these weren't even like, maybe they were, I really feel like they were probably shapeshifters, if I'm being really honest. They're like crystalline beings that could come into Earth. And this is just what I've been shown, okay? This is not what is said about them. I don't know. I haven't really researched. I just felt really tied to it. And I just run with my intuition. I'm not one to question that shit. That will get you unhappy, uncomfortable, miserable, bored, irritated. And you want to have fun, right? You want to explore, you want to live life, you want to venture forth and create, because that's what we are. We're creators, okay? But if that resonated with you, or shapeshifter energy, druidic energy, ancient, guys, I'm talking really ancient. And I feel like whatever ancient culture it may be, you've been getting signs, okay? Repeated signs over and over and over and over. And I can tell you right now that the energy that's coming through, oh, I didn't bring my medallion. You're right. I'm so sorry. I have to go get my medallion real quick, because we do have two energies that made themselves present, specifically from the ancient Egypt stories. Okay. Okay. I hope I didn't shake the camera, because it's kind of just hanging out. Okay. So we have Anubis and Bastet, okay? And I'm also getting, I'm so sorry, I cannot remember the name. I say he, I'm not sure, I don't really know too much about this deity. But it's the crocodile god, if you will, that comes to claim the souls of those who are impure, right? Because at the end of your life, they believed in ancient Egypt that your soul, the weight of your heart, that being the very fiber of your being, was like your heart, how you were as a person. Okay? How you were as a person. I feel like a lot of you, you're in a stage right now. I feel like you need love to be more fluid. Your opinion of it, possibly, okay? The greatest love of your life can be a best friend, can be a pet, a companion animal, a familiar, right? Like that shamanic energy for those who are always out walking about the world. And sometimes companionships are formed, and they're formed when those creatures naturally choose to walk alongside. And that's how I kind of want you to look at the energies of ancient Egypt if you come from more of like a religious Christian or Catholic background, okay? Because I know for me, some of it was just like, I was just very curious, you know, and then everybody was like, oh, curiosity killed a cat, curiosity killed a cat. And I was like, that's so mean. Why would people make a saying like that? Da 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 da, whatever, right? And I was like, it's okay. Cats have 9 lives. And then later in my life, I learned of another saying where when somebody says curiosity killed the cat, you say, yeah, well, satisfaction brought it back. And I used to always say that shit. I still do, but I think people are kind of sick of hearing it these days. Because it's true, right? And what does that mean? That it talks about resurrection energy. And I don't care how heartbroken. I mean, I do. I love you. I'm so sorry. I don't mean that. I'm hugging the camera. I didn't mean that. Squish. Okay. What I mean is that I love your soul, your presence, okay? Being something different than my own and reaching out to connect and say hello, all right? And because of that is why I do these readings, you guys. But that's what love truly is. Love is open to connection from all places at all times. It doesn't have to be a sexual relationship. There's so much overactive sacral activity right now, okay? And I feel from what I'm receiving that that playful energy that you've been sensing from me. Oh my God, I'm so sorry if the light's doing weird things. My dog's in here being a pain and hitting the light, and he's big, okay? And it's not his fault because he's not very smart and he has a whip tail. So he literally can't help it. So I can't get mad at him, but I do still get frustrated. I'm only human. Out. He's trying to come up and shove his head. This is why I'm gonna get a higher table so that I can just stand doing my readings and he can walk all around me and I can talk to him if need be, and I think we'll have more peace in the readings for all of us. All right, but please be open to love. That's all I'm trying to say with all of that. And I know that's a very lengthy 11-minute intro. Damn, Maria. Okay, more like a TED Talk, right? I guess sometimes it can be, but love is the greatest teacher of all. And if we're open to saying, hey, you know what, love, I'm going to trust you. I'm going to trust that what I feel in my heart, like, it's like you can't help but want to know love. I want to know what love is. Yeah. I want you to show me. Yes. Then that's what love wants to do. And so imagine if every song you hear, if that is the entity, love itself, bringing you a message for you to discern, for you to learn from, for you to integrate the message, the purest heart energy of it, okay? And that is very much the Lemurian energy. And some of you may be like me and you may be more called to Lumeria, which is Lumer, light, right? The beings of light in the city of light, okay? And it's shapeshifter energy. Like you can see them phasing in and out, if you will, in different forms. And when they phase, it's almost like they disappear. Kind of like, you know, like the Predator movies. And they disappear and then they phase back in and they could be something totally different, right? Like they could look like Anubis or Bastet, right? A human, a cat-human creature, right? Or maybe it's like Horus, right? And this is, it's showing you the embodiment, right? Shamanic energy, ancient energy, where what we used to express ourselves was purely from what we felt. Maybe we found a flower and we felt the texture of that petal, and there was something about the texture of it that reminded us of something else. And so we brought that petal or brought that person to the flower to feel that petal themselves, right? That's how we communicated as early humans. There were no words. The world was more silent. There was more music, okay? There was more, instead of like think of it as more like I don't know, some sort of beautiful, I don't have a word for this other than the sound I'm hearing is like the most beautiful, silky toned, soothing frequency. Okay? So that's why we're using this deck. I don't know, maybe you guys just need to connect with these ancient energies. Yeah, look, Rainforest, okay? Ten of Pentacles. That very much with all this this energy like this could be, and talking about the ancients, this could be some sort of spiritual inheritance, okay? And what does that mean? That means that your essence has completed certain, I don't even want to say tasks and challenges, it's just you've been on certain journeys, had certain experiences that have created a new being. This is acknowledging your own change, okay? And when we acknowledge that, guys, we can bring about so much change to the world around us because when you become so fluid like that, people around you can get mad at you just because you're just saying something right. You don't mean nothing by it. You're not trying to be like rude or anything like that, but it's like they take it that way. And it's nothing you've done wrong. It's just that you are so open and fluid in an environment where there's more restriction, right? It feels like the energies of where the beavers have built a dam and the waters are being slowed. They're not moving like they normally would, right? And that can be good and that can be bad. So I guess identify how that feels for you. And look, now we have a commercial. Come on. Oh, but it has a phoenix on it and it's talking about energy. That is yes. This is a rebirth, you guys. You have a rebirth in love and you've been having signs. Maybe something recently happened to you, okay? While you were literally just whistle while you work, do, right? Like you're just going through your daily experiences on your own path, on your own journey. And I feel like something has changed out of nowhere. Geometric 3 portals, yes. And this is celebratory energy because the portals are the cups in this deck, and the cups hold what? They hold fluid. Fluid represents what? Emotion. So the holding the cup with the fluid and that being representative of you're in a state of celebration when this happens. And oh my God, it woke your heart up. Oh shit. Okay. Thank you. It woke your heart up. You thought you were following this, like what you really wanted. And then crash into me. Yeah, you have met somebody. There's been a presence that has entered your realm of existence, but not only your realm of existence in the physical, but your realms of existence in the higher realms, which means you are at a state of being more awakened. Okay, now for those of you that are already connected romantically, right? This can very much be you realizing, damn, like I really do love this person and want to make it work with them. I really do want to give this my all, right? Like you want to put the work in for it because you know some things were meant to grow and some things are meant to grow wild, right? This is the rainforest and she has this crown of exotic rainforest flowers in her hair, which it's like she's made them all, but what I'm being shown from it is like these are things that she's found on her path, like they were freshly fallen because I don't know, maybe a bird or a lizard or a frog or something in nature, you know, knocked it, and she was just they were like, I'm seeing them as gifts. Okay, so you could be finding gifts in nature in the coming days. All right, so the next 1 to 2 weeks is what I'm getting here, because I normally say 7 to 10 days for my videos, but I'm being shown like a full 2-week bar on a calendar. So there could be something of Fortnite. Maybe some of you play Fortnite. I love that game. I haven't played it in forever because I suck at shooters. Yeah. But it's fun. Let's see. In it but not of it. Oh my God, dude. Do y'all know how beautiful it is that this card came out? This is the Wheel of Fortune, but in this deck, it's so beautiful. And look, it's the astrology. I'm telling you guys, if you've never had your natal chart drawn up, you can literally just search it online real quick. There are free ones out there. I think I use AstroSeek, I think is what it is. It's like, it's got blue and yellow, I think, on their, or purple and yellow on their website. I can't remember. It's Astro something though. And they have a free one. Please do that and read up on, you know, just whatever free information they give you. Maybe try a couple of different ones because there could be different information. I really feel though, something has happened in connection to love, all right? Whether you're partnered up or not, you guys. There's something has happened with you, within your environment of you and those you have love for, whether they love you or not, right? Whether they know you love them or not. This is all the people, the energies that are genuinely in your heart. Something has happened here because I'm seeing a light ripple. Okay, it's like see, imagine, if you will, everything dark, like you don't even know, suddenly you're just, there's no stars, it's just pitch black, everything. And I'm sorry if that scares some of you. To me, it's not. It just, you listen, right? When you can't see, you listen, and then your eyes will adapt. Yes, okay, you could be, I'm seeing someone here that's, I'm getting like bionic hearing, okay? And I know that sounds crazy to some of you, but if it's for you, you're gonna understand what I'm saying. I'm seeing random sounds in your environment amplifying for you, like they're standing out more than others. There's stuff that's calling to your heart, new things that might be a little scary because some of them might seem a little familiar to some things from the past, right? But I feel that those things, they've already been cleansed. Okay, they've it's like you've been washed of that, and this thing on these black waters, right? Because it's like you don't even know that there's waters until this light just out of nowhere is like a droplet of light. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Everything's like, there's no stars, there's no, like, it's really even quiet. So I don't know, maybe you're under the water and it's like a droplet of light comes into this dark pool, right, that you're in, and everything just, it's like a ripple out of light, like I'm talking blinding, like white light, and then dark again. But in that darkness, it's like you're, oh my gosh, okay, your energy is being brought back into your vessel for you at this time by the ancients that have been trying to connect with you, and whoever that is for you, because you are the only one that has the signs, right? You're the only one who knows the meanings of the symbolism that you've been seeing, okay? The synchronicities that you've been receiving, how you've been receiving signs, how these heart-touching moments have been happening for you. Return to the mother tree, 10 of light codes, I'm telling you. Woo! I know that that's 10 of wands, but listen, sometimes the 10 of wands does not feel like a burden at all. It feels like fun because you have done that journey back and forth to get those 10 wands and bring them back to the village for everybody that wants a wand for whatever they want it for. And then you go back and you come back, right? That now it's just another walk in the park for you. It's something that comes so, it's natural. Yes, it's natural. It's healing to you. There's something that you do that you genuinely love this, okay? And it's healing for you. And it is, woo, it has, okay. It has, oh, I wish it was smaller. Do I have a smaller heart-shaped one in, like, nearby? No, but this one's like I think it's like a rutilated quartz or something. And it's got like red in it. I can't remember. I went through this phase of buying crystals and then I felt bad because I learned about them. Yeah, let's do the clear quartz. I don't want to hurt Gaia any more than she's already being hurt. So. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. Thank you. Oh my gosh. The messages that I'm getting from... Okay, somebody here, you could work with crystals. Or maybe you should, okay? Because there's something about, maybe it's the weight of them. Maybe the weight of the different crystals. Maybe it's the textures, the colors. There's something, maybe something about it, okay? Or maybe it's just rocks out in nature. Maybe when you're out in nature, it's something you do. You just randomly grab a rock, okay? This is just, it's all channeled messages, guys. Everything, there's meaning in everything. Everything in life is connected. Yes, garden, Eden energy, right? Like, we are already there. We're already there. Let's see what else we get. Love just wants you to be open to love, and however love wants to come in for you, not the way you want to receive love right now. There's something about a way in which love's trying to connect with you. Or maybe love is just trying to get you to connect with others. Maybe you haven't really connected with any new people in a long time, all right? In a while. You could have been on a really long journey of self-discovery that it's like, it's at an end already, but now it's a matter of just, it's a flow state. I picked up on this earlier. You are in some sort of flow state, and I'm telling you, holy crap, it is magical. It is freaking magical. There is so much aligning for you. It's like I'm seeing patterns and things woven together for you to create experiences that's, it's like what you wanted in a different way. Like there's some sort of like edgy like twist to it, right? That somehow makes it even better, makes it even more appealing, makes it more exciting, but maybe even possibly a little more nerve-wracking even. Ace of Portals. Yeah, because you know, because you know that this is a choice. It's literally up to you. This is a portal. Ace of Portal, Star Nursery. This is a universe, a new universe, a new, what is it? Not metaverse, whatever. No, not that bullshit. It's like, there's something about your energy. There's a surplus of it, I feel, that is opting to select. Okay? And you have the opportunity. So shoot for the stars with that, really. Like, dream big is what I'm getting right now. Hi, Liz, if you're watching. Dream big right now, especially because love can come through as money. Love can come through as friends. Love can come through as a new job, a career that will be a passion that you didn't even know you would have. Because there's something about it, that some little details of the daily stuff, right, that you didn't know would be a part of it, that are actually things that you find to be highly appealing, right? I want you guys to get excited. I really do, please. Please don't be afraid of getting excited. And even greater than that, please don't be afraid of feeling hopeful. Okay? Yeah, I felt that one, okay. Some of you don't like getting your hopes up, all right? Let's check what this split is right here. Return to the mother tree, 10 of light codes. Every time you feel that, go back to that void, that darkness that I described to you. Okay, deprivation chambers, sensory deprivation could be like transcendent, possibly even for some of you, right? Meaning it could invoke some sort of spontaneous awakening of something within you, okay? So just be warned about that, but don't get scared, because again, there's something that wants to ground in through you that only you can. Oh shit. Right, because the 10 of Pentacles, it's your this is like when we daydream about our lives for generations after we're even gone, where we hope to see the loved ones of the loved ones that we once loved, right? And their loved ones after them. that's different for everyone, right? We're all working for different things. We all want different baselines. And there's this much, zero, okay? Zip, zilch, nada, wrong with that. The key here, okay, is going to be that purity of heart. Please don't deny the truths that are boiling up within you. Because for some of you, I feel like they might make you want to cry, or they might make you get into a negative mindset. You know, like dipping back into that villainous type energy that keeps you safe, right? But this isn't a time to keep things safe. This is a time to confirm to the universe, to God, to the energies, the cells everywhere around you, the molecules and everything, right? To confirm to all of that this door specifically is the one you seek to open. This is the land you wish to manifest, right? The world you wish to manifest into being. And a lot of that it's already been aligning for you. A lot of stuff has, I'm telling you, for those of you that this reading is for, you, the last few years, you have had a lot going on the last few years, okay? But you know that this is going to be a choice that's going to have to come from you. And that's what makes it scary. But whenever you get scared, whenever you get uncertain, whenever you feel anything other than what was making you feel hopeful again, send that back, okay? Send that energy back and say, whatever you feel like saying to it, right? It's energy, okay? And you are energy. I assure you, you can have an effect on it if you really set your mind to it, right? Mind over matter. Look, another commercial. Do you see? I'm telling you guys, you have a lot of interruptions that have been happening, and you are scared that whatever this heart awakening thing that happened for you, and I feel like it's big, okay? It's like, yeah, I'm seeing like in how movies they used to always show how sometimes randomly a kid's baseball would go through somebody else's window or some shit like that, right? And so it's something that's like, but you're getting assurance here. You've been receiving signs that it's safe, and it's actually going to be healing and life-changing in positive ways. Okay, I'm feeling called to the red roses because that the bloom happens when we make the choice. So if you make the choice, let me see what this is up on here, because we have another control. Pixels talk about details, right? So how detailed do you want to be with what you're trying to bring in? Okay, there we go. That explains why. Listen, if you feel like you're being used, right, or manipulated, go ahead and express that and set boundaries. Set boundaries with everyone. You've got to listen. Honesty is so important, okay? There could also be something here. If you're a male, I feel like women could be very much attracted to your snake. Which is your sacral energy, okay? But I feel like the ones that are attracted, they're not seeing the creative side one. They're seeing the physical one. And listen, YouTube, I can't. I would be able to do that on a totally free platform that really embodies the American way of freedom of speech. But you know, we don't have that, not even here. So can somebody get on that, please? Okay. Some of you could have gone through some sort of a nasty split with someone that I feel was very much sapping. They were either sapping your creative energy or they were using you for sex. One or the other. And for some of you, Honey, it was both. Okay? It was both. And you know this because I'm drawn to the signs again. You've been receiving signs. And I feel so much confidence in your energy. You learned whatever you needed to learn from whatever you've overcome. I don't feel this is something that if you focus on it, yes, you can very much embody those raw energies. And that can be useful, right, for the creative process, like especially if you're a poet, if you're an actor, if even models, you know, trying to embody the different energies of whatever the photographer's trying to achieve, right? You also have obviously musicians, abso-freaking-lutely. Yes, we still have composers, you guys, we really do. Support local, yes. Go and explore. I know a lot of us don't like where we're at necessarily 100%, but it's okay. Go and explore anyways. You'll be surprised by what you're going to find, okay? I feel like wherever you go, also at this time, you're being noticed. You're being noticed, I think, more than what you're used to. Or maybe you've just been noticed in a way that it's like I feel like you've been noticed in a way that you don't feel you've been noticed before, and that's having an effect on you. But the energy I'm seeing it bring up in you is really nice energy. Trust where trust the signs and trust what you're genuinely with that purity. Okay, we had the white candle, the white quartz, the selenites, juice, right? Nothing crazy today. No coffee, no tea, no nothing. Just no chocolate milk, right? Like what are all the other things I've had on this channel, right? It's just juice, natural, one ingredient. Yeah, technically two because of water, but it's okay. All right, so we have Scorpio in 4th house. Again, I'm being drawn to this astrology. So this could be a Scorpio in the family or someone you were married to. Okay? Man, I'm telling you, some of you here, you were being used not only for your sex, but possibly even for some sort of, it feels like status. Like some of you, they could have been, like maybe the only way they could get you to actually open up your energy to them was through sex, okay? And that's when they could siphon what they wanted to use, and it's like they used it to elevate their status in some way, right? Like to get promotions or to be more noticed, right? This could very much, oh fuck. Listen, it only has power if you give it power. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, right? So that said, nothing anyone says or does can have any effect on you if you have faith that you're protected, that you're safe, that all truth will always come to light, that all illusions, that literally your sight will pierce through any illusions. And look, another interruption. Disgusting. I will never listen to this channel again, because when it's these types of videos, they should be at the beginning or the end, because this is a spiritual community and we understand what we're working towards here. And we all know that we're putting in lots of hours and it's not even the spiritual, right? Because guys, art is spiritual. Reading, written knowledge, that's spiritual. Literally this whole fucking planet is, and people are so disconnected from that. But I don't think you are. I think you dive very much into having fun and being creative and being expressive, right? But there's some energies, and I feel like they want to hold you down, but they can't. They can't. And I feel like that for you has created a separation between the things you really want, because you feel like there's too much manipulation surrounding those things. But that's not the truth. That's an illusion that's been placed there by what you've experienced, and it's how those energies don't want to let you go, right? Like, this is past energy you've released, you've transcended, you have stepped through the portal, right? You've already been seeing the signs. Just relax. All you got to do now is just relax and enjoy the ride. Enjoy things as they happen. You meet someone new? Cool. Okay. Let's see where it goes, right? Maybe you'll find yourself having someone to have, I don't know, like a partner to do something with, right? Like, if maybe you've recently started something new, and this could be somebody you meet, like, I don't know, at a bookstore when you're researching new and they happen to be researching the same thing, or you're at a park and you just started going to, do grounding and stuff, and decide to just do your workouts barefoot at a park or something like that, right? It's like you've made your own way. I'm telling you, oh, this is so cool. You have made your own energetic grid of how you want to connect with a variety of things, and you have found creative ways to incorporate them into your life for yourself. There's something also about Atlantean energy here, okay? Blue and gold with ivory, blue, gold, and the color ivory, not ivory from the creatures. We do not harm them. Ivory, the color of the like, it's like these sands that they're the color. It's this ivory. I don't know that I've ever seen anything like this. It's softer than sand I've ever felt. Okay? But it's like, I don't know, maybe that means something to you. And again, it is Atlantis, so I don't know. But there's something about ivory colored sands and blue and gold. Okay, blue and gold. I fucking knew it. You know exactly this, and it was like you were feeling silenced in some way. But now you've created an environment where you're not even needing to go out of your way. Like, you don't need to do anything extra to shine right now, is what I'm trying to say. You've attached new tethers of your own freaking energy and grounded them in. That means that your baseline of existence has altered in a positive manner, okay? Good things are coming. Taking the trash out's got to happen first, right? Tickled by the free spirit, the muse. Okay, oh, all right. Oh, look, and there's the return of the mother. So this was what the one that was behind there. Okay, and I kind of felt it, but I was like, no, I don't want to go for 5 hours on a reading. We are already going long enough here. Tickled by the free spirit, the muse. You guys, I'm telling you, muses will inspire spontaneous awakenings in people, okay? And especially heart chakra clearings, all right? And they're ones that will purify everything along the way. It's that pure light ripple. Right? You have come into contact with a muse, or you have become your own muse, and that is creating a ripple effect of a completely different kind. And you'll know what I'm talking, again, yeah, signs. Then this one was slid off by my elbow, and it's a sign. And we have signs here, okay? So we do have Gemini here, twin energy. I'm telling you guys, and love related. Some of you guys could be meeting someone who's in the higher realms. Your energies are very, very interconnected. How that is, you two will identify for yourselves in your journey together as you get to know one another. But I'm telling you, it's beautiful because there's, yes, kindred spirit. It's kindred spirit energy. It's so cool. Oh, can't show that one. Well, no, yeah, but maybe. But it's the Ravenous card, okay? And that one had felt, yeah, see, that this crap here that's trying to be tethered, that I'm telling you, that like Spirit's cutting all this out for you, okay? You don't have to do anything. Spirit literally wants you to just kind of don't keep running forward so much. Chase, goal, right? Spirit wants you to stop and smell the roses. Yeah, see, because the flowers in the hair, right? Stop and smell the roses. Enjoy some time in quiet. Maybe you're in a really loud environment all the time, okay? Um, and for some of you, maybe it's been too quiet for too long for you, because now I'm getting the macaw here making sounds. So maybe you need audio stimuli. And if it's the opposite, you'll know, okay? But again, you guys, this is about connecting in and separating the senses. Doing that, separating one from another, and not just it forces you out of autopilot. And sometimes we're in autopilot and we don't even know we are. But if we make it a part of our baseline to always be checking to make sure we are doing things to pull us out of autopilot, then that's when those tethers anchor in. And that's what you've done. You just need to now just, whatever puts you in a state of like, you know, I don't know, I just shrugged. I just shrugged. So whatever that means to you, you know, where you're just like, okay, or why not, or nah, you know, it doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it's just like, it's a shrug energy where it's, yeah, it's like the energy just bounces right back away from you if it's not something that you're like, hello. But when you're like, hello, some of you are like, wait, you said hello. Wait, hold on. You actually said hello back. Hi. Okay, like you pull back a little bit. I'm feeling you pull back a little bit when you have these pure connection moments. And it's okay. Like, yeah, I see it's okay. It's like when a child's learning something new, right? Where there's that little bit of hesitation, but it's just because we want to feel comfortable in our own bodies with whatever it is that we're doing. Especially like with anything that we commit to, with this wedding rings card being here, okay? And listen, it doesn't have to be like a sexual connection. I did pick up on heavy sacral energy, but again, love is open to anything, right? Some of you, listen, if you've come across a muse, please understand that a friendship with a muse looks very different than a friendship with your average person, okay? Maybe learn more about muses if you don't know too much about them. Also fairy, I'm getting fairy energy here. I'm seeing what's that whole Tinkerbell crew that they came up with? I don't know all of their names, but I know that it's from Pixie Hollow, so pixies. So maybe pixies, okay? Alternatives. I feel like you guys are spoiled for choice right now with what you can do, right? You can choose to be ravenous if you want to, right? And it talks about a hunger for pleasure. And again, that's not always sex. Like, we're in a very overactive sacral process right now. I don't know how else to word this for you to tell you what I'm seeing energetically. But those who are anchored into themselves know why it is that you do the things you do, how it is that you do the things you do, and all the other stuff. How can I put this here? Here. Okay. Oh my goodness. And the ravenous with the Scorpio, okay? Some of you could have Scorpio somewhere in your chart tied to your relationships or your sensuality, okay? Or your creativity. What's really cool energy to have in some of those places in your chart, by the way, because it just creates a whole new element. And if not, it doesn't matter, right? You could be the fiery one in your house as well for some of you. Okay? Your family supports you. Yes, thank you. It's like, they support you, but they've set you free. That's beautiful. I do feel for some of you, maybe that's what you need. And if that's what you need, please express that. There is something very transformative here and sacred that is being protected by I feel like the element of fire. Okay? And we do have the Gemini here. Let's see. What is this giving, please? This is the Love Island Oracle. Okay, so we have self-absorbed and narcissist and separation. Yeah. We've all, yeah, karmic. We've all been, and look, they're all going to the left, which is the past energy, right? Runner. Wait, so this one was first, and then I saw this one with this one behind it, and then I saw this one, and I feel like that one goes there. Wait, which one was that? Was it? Oh my gosh, it is there. Okay. You're right. You you realized, possibly even through your own toxic habits and traits, but you realized that there was a karmic relationship you were involved in that you needed to separate yourself from. Whatever the reason was, right? This could be a friend, a lover, a family member. Okay, it's love. Love is everywhere. It's in everything. It can even be an environment. There can very much be an environment that was karmic for you. Meaning what? Meaning you made poor choices in this environment and you couldn't seem to rein that in to a level where you felt comfortable in that environment. And sometimes, that's just the way it is. If you're not comfortable in an environment, you are not comfortable there. You do not have to stay there. Phoenix energy, again, you evolve, you change, you move forward. You've done that. You've anchored these things in. I don't know that you've even, I really don't think you realize just how much you've actually changed. And I feel like you've been running away from any more of this karmic fuckery. And now there's some connection that it's complementary enough to your essence, right? With the connection here, the twin energy, double twin, by the way. Okay. And it's time for this energy to bring you new knowledge, new growth with the sacral, not sacral, but the solar plexus, I guess kind of sacral. So sacral and solar plexus energies here, which obviously will affect the root, but we also have this this crown energy. Yeah, look, engagement ring at the bottom. This is going to be something that you want to commit to, that you want to become connected and involved with. Because it's somehow a part of this reality you want to create for yourself. Maybe you want to be surrounded by a certain vibe, right? Certain types of people. That's cool. You can want whatever you want. Yeah, see? And when you acknowledge that, that's like you sending a fresh order out of what you want the energies to bring back to you. At the end of the day, it's about the relationship you're having with yourself. What do you want right now? Right? Do you want a little more fun? Do you want a little bit more of a challenge? Do you want a little bit more silence? Do you want a little bit more whatever you want? Literally, where did it go? Did I not pull that? Yeah, here it is. The Star Nursery. Stars, right? When you wish upon a star and you're in the star nursery, you're in the nursery of dreams, right? Your dreams can be very significant at this time. Mugwort, for anyone curious, is one that you can use, a good herb. There are others, please research them. And if you're on any medications, of course, please always ask your provider if they will mix in any way with, whatever herbs you're going to try. You got to see some of these, yeah. Natural is better. I love you guys. Star Nursery, Ace of Portals, that you're going to choose, okay? This is what Spirit really wants you to know right now, is you're in... Oh, look at that. The vortex. You're currently in the vortex. Remember when I said it's a whole different type of energy? You are in this vortex with everything that you've aligned yourself with. Now you just need to enjoy the ride until the realm around you restabilizes, because it's all rippled back and forth, each time aligning more and more and more of what you seek, right, into your reality. And I feel like that's going to involve a lot more playful energy for a lot of you. Okay? And again, it's going to be stuff that you want to commit, lightning and wedding. Some of you guys might meet somebody and it's like there's something so... I don't know. I'm literally seeing like magic. It's like a relationship that grows like magic, right? I don't know how else to explain that. Right? It's like maybe you hang out for one day for an hour, but that whole hour, it's like nonstop conversation. Like the stimuli is just somehow automatically there and the connection flows, right? Because again, this is a significant soul connection for you. Now, with those of you here that, you seek the whole twin flame thing, right? This can be meeting others who are of the same collective, on the same path and journey, right? That doesn't mean that it's your specific twin. It can be, but it doesn't have to be. So please don't feel pressured by any of the cards being shown. This is what may come to pass. Like Galadriel says when she takes Frodo to gaze upon the waters, right? That it shows some things that have been, some things that are, and some things that have not yet come to pass, meaning that is what can still be changed. So for some of you, if you've been getting signs and visions of the future and they haven't looked like what you want them to look like, you're the only one who can make that change, right? That is a change that has to come from within you. Yeah, courageous alignment. Again, yeah, literally courageous alignment. You have to decide to choose to go back into the darkness, back into the shadow, back into the void, and decide who you're going to become now. What parts of yourself you admire and respect and still want to release, or which parts you admire and respect and want to keep, which ones you admire and respect and want to have play a more dominant role. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's so much, and you identify these things by just letting life happen around you, which is why Spirit's telling you, like, just have fun right now. Have fun with whatever it is you're doing. Even if you're busy working a lot, running around, like maybe you've got a really tight schedule, okay? You just need to just enjoy it. This is just Spirit letting you know these are the energies that are tethered in. They're already here for you, my love. You don't have to do anything else. You just have to let life happen now. And it's going to be beautiful. I mean, yeah, you could have somebody watching you, right? And they're seeing you grow and expand with the Paradise card here. But, Yeah, if this is someone who stabbed you in the back, then guess what? Well, that's kind of what happens when you stab somebody in the back. Then you have to sit there and watch them reclaim whatever energy you may have held them back from. That's just, it's life, man. But you gotta let go, you gotta grow, you've gotta, face the challenges and open yourself up to new experiences. That's evolution. Oh, beautiful. Healing heart at the bottom. Yeah, healing heartbreak, toxicity, or addiction, or abusive relationships. Yes, and I felt that very much with the past energy, okay? Maybe you're very loving and a very generous, very giving, wholesome like energy,